Hey folks, Nathan here from the Star Wars Timeline Gold, Star Wars Beyond the Films, and the Star Wars Gaming Podcast Cloud City Casino at StarWarsReport.com, bringing you a look at the first of the Force Packs in the Alliances cycle for Star Wars the card game, the LCG from Fantasy Flight Games. This is Allies of Necessity. Now you may note here, just to start off, there on the right, that they've stopped making the little thing that tells you about what's in the pack into an actual card. Instead, what you've got here is just this little paper fold-out that just gets stuck in there before the cards get stuck in there. Probably something they should have done in the first place, but if you like having the little cards that tell you about the set, you're going to have to cut the little wings off of that and stick it away with your ones from previous sets. We do have a new rules supplement for Allies of Necessity. Basically, the only new mechanic added here is the new affiliation cards, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. Basically, there's new affiliation cards with this set, but it's a set that's designed around, or a cycle that's designed around the idea of having multiple factions within your deck, so that as you play, they can play off each other and you get bonuses and cool effects for being able to do things across different affiliations. So we only actually have 4 objective sets here, each of which has a duplicate in the set. This is 261 through 264. Then we got some new affiliation cards here. So we start for the Rebel Alliance. We have Pushing Back the Empire, with Captain Cassian Andor, who's been in this fight since he was 6 years old. Rebel Saboteur, another Rebel Saboteur, Teamwork, and Allies of Necessity. Roll credits. Then, for Smugglers and Spies, we have Spirit of Rebellion, with Jyn Erso. Crafty Smuggler means, like, he creates arts and crafts, I think. You know, like macaroni necklaces and stuff. Necessary Alliances. Well-Laid Ambush, and again, Allies of Necessity. All of these, actually, except for one, will have Allies of Necessity in it. For the dark side, for the Sith, we have Rogue Archaeology. Oh, you know what's coming next. Hell yeah. Dr. Aphra. One of the more interesting new characters created for the new canon, in my opinion. BX Series Droid Commander, that's Chelly Aphra, by the way. Secret Information, Reconstruction, and again, Allies of Necessity, just the dark side version. And then, for the Imperial Navy, we have Immeasurable Power, Director Krennic, 3, count them, 3 Death Troopers, and then Assembly Area. But what makes this particular Force Pack, I would say, a necessity for this cycle, because it doesn't look like all the other ones in this cycle will have them, is new affiliation cards. The idea here is that these are new affiliation cards that provide you with some extra bonus as you play compared to a regular affiliation card that's just one resource for that affiliation and a reminder of the different steps during a turn. However, in getting whatever this new bonus is, it's giving you a restriction when you build your deck. Okay, so for instance, we have for the Jedi, Guardians of Justice. Your objective deck must contain exactly 6 Jedi objectives and exactly 6 Rebel Alliance and or neutral objectives. So if you want to use that, that's fine. Notice the starting reserve is 7. If you want to use it, it's fine, but you have to follow that restriction. Then we have for the Jedi also no questions asked. For the Rebel Alliance, Fighters for Freedom, Wherever There's Trouble, and then Information Network, Smugglers and Spies, Desperate Allies, and Mercenary Contacts. For the Sith, Galactic Enforcers, and Expendable Allies. For Imperial Navy, Dark Masters, and any methods necessary. And then finally for Scum and Building, we have Promise of Power and Imperial Contractors. So basically, you've got a limited number of objective sets this time, only 4, so that they can give you all 12 of the new affiliation cards here within one package, which basically is the equivalent of one new objective set and a duplicate of it, right? So they're all here in this first one if you want to pick them up and immediately start playing with them for the Alliances cycle instead of having to wait. So again, if you want to check out the Alliances cycle, if the idea of these new affiliation cards intrigues you at all, or you like the idea of multi-affiliation decks that can actually really benefit from that, then you're probably going to want to pick up Allies of Necessity. Whether you want to pick up any more from the Alliances cycle remains to be seen, but Allies of Necessity seems to be the one place we're going to be able to get these new affiliation cards, unless the way they describe it on Fantasy Flight Games' website it's a little bit off. So if you want these, definitely pick up Allies of Necessity while you can, while it is still on store shelves.